Hi, me again. Welcome to episode 2 or 3. Can't remember which one it was. Either one of them. It's either one of them, 2 or 3. I think it's 2. Yeah. So episode 2 is about the effects of social media on my mental health or mental health in general. So yeah, last time I spoke about my abusive relationship and how that affected my mental health and how I've overcome that. This time it's going to be about social media and how that affects my mental health as well. So really, the best example's probably Twitter. A lot of people get recognition on Twitter, and I don't sort of. I mean, if I upload a picture, I get about a like, and that's about it. And all these Twitter gays I think, tweet about getting a new jock strap or something, and they get about 500 likes and dick pic DMs. But I think the main downside to social media for me would be the comparison. I always compare myself to other people. So every time I see someone's Twitter, and if they're popular, I always convince myself that they are better than me. They're better looking because they get more likes. They're just better in general. And I think in some ways social media isn't a good effect on mental health. It's quite bad because I think it opens up a lot of comparisons. So, you click on someone who has gone to the gym. I've got a few gym people on my Instagram, and it's like, oh, I've just been to the gym today because that's what I do. And then they get about 500 likes and people saying, oh my God, you're so fit. And you just and I compare myself to it, and I'm like, well, I take a picture in bed. I mainly look moody in my photos, maybe because I can't smile. But no, I do compare myself, and I think social media isn't good for if you've got a mental health problem, because you just look at everyone else's profile. Like, I think relating back to my old video, I mean, I'll try and be continuous and have some continuity in my videos. With my ex-partner, he used to upload a lot of pictures of him and his ex to Facebook and Instagram, and it'd be them together, mostly topless, and them going on holiday, them going on a nights out. And I think seeing that does get me down, because it's like, maybe I don't post that much on social media, just because I don't like it. I tweet a lot, and I'm on Instagram a lot, but I don't really. Sometimes I have to take a break. Twitter's not that bad actually, because you can tweet shit, and I tweet a lot of shit. But the worst one is Grindr. I mean, that's a given. The worst one is definitely Grindr, because I don't even speak to anyone anymore. I won't even make a conversation because I just get ignored. Which, shit happens. But no, the worst one is Grindr, because I think people judge you on your picture. For me, I kind of just want to make friends on Grindr. I mean, I'm not into the sort of random hookups anymore. But I just want to make friends and see where it goes, because I think a good relationship always starts by you being friends. And I think my main intention with people on Grindr is to just sort of be friends with them and see how they are, and if they want to go for a drink or if they want to go for coffee, and then say, do you want to go on a night out, or do you want to go to the cinema? And then from there it will develop. But I think on Grindr a lot of the time, it's if you're not their type, they'll just flat out say you're not my type. And I get that a lot. I mean, I'm open. It's not me whinging or moaning. It's me just stating facts. Like, I don't, like I said, I don't even bother talking to anyone because I will just get ignored, or I'll get "you're not my type," or they'll just block me. So that's nice. But again, it's just small things like I barely get any messages on Grindr. I get about 2 a day, and they're probably from the same person with a blank profile. So that's something I always just compare it to. Like, I know a lot of my gay friends who get pinged and everything, and then there's just me in the background and I have no one hits me up. I mean, in some ways I don't care because I'm not really looking for a shag, and I'm not looking for that validation. But it's still not nice, because you just compare, and like I said, it's just a picture. Like, you get jealous, and you'll look through, especially on Grindr, you'll look through who's near you, and you'll be like, oh, they're nice, they're nice, they're nice. And it's mostly people with their tops off, and who go to the gym. So that also is quite damaging, because especially being gay, it's I mean, I don't go to the gym. I smoke about 10 a day. I am starting to eat healthier, and I'm trying to quit smoking, but I've got a high metabolism, so I don't really need to go to the gym. I'm going to start Zumba with my friends soon. You know who you are. I'm going to be doing Zumba, and I'm not going to go out as much. So I think health-wise, I'm going to look after my body that way. I don't feel the need to go to the gym just to get attention. But it's still something which kind of upsets me, because it's, I do take care of myself. I tan, I wash every day. Like, my body, I always look after it. My room, on the other hand, is a different story. But no, sometimes it gets me down, because I always compare myself to everyone else online. Like, why am I not getting all the likes? Why am I not being recognized? Why am I not, getting 58 likes in 2 minutes? Is there something wrong with me? Am I ugly? And, it just doesn't help, does it? It can be damaging, because I've never been that confident. I was bullied in school, and even now I still get picked on. I still get picked on by people on Grindr, people on Twitter. I mean, I don't personally care anymore because I'm 25, and it's just like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. But it's still, I do hate this, all sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never harm me. They do, if you are called ugly, it will stick with you, Words cut deeper than wounds. And, for me, again, relating back to my previous video about my abusive relationship, I could take the hits, I could take the beating, I could take having my head smashed against the kitchen cupboard, but it was the names he called me, and it was the cheating he did, and the going back to his ex, which hurt me the most. So words can hurt, and I think if you haven't got anything nice to say, just don't say it. But words do hurt me, and I shouldn't get down about it, and I shouldn't let it affect me, but it does. When I get called ugly on Grindr, and when I get told I've got a big nose, which I have, I'm too tall, I'm too pale, I'm too skinny, I haven't got muscles, I was called too blonde like 3 weeks ago. Oh, I don't like blondes, sorry for being blonde. But they do, they do cut, and I'm proud to be a blonde, I love being blonde. But sometimes I do feel like I want to dye my hair brown, because I feel like if I go to the gym, dye my hair brown, dress a bit more masculine, I'll get attention, which is something I don't want to do, because I'd want to be authentically me as possible. I don't want to sit here and, look completely different, act completely different, just to get, mask 28 gym for gym on Grindr to say he thinks I'm fit. But sometimes it does cross my mind that maybe I should do that, because I'm not I'm not worth anything. And that's another thing which affects me, is seeing, you know, like I said, with the likes and with the comments, like, oh, you're so cute, or, you know, you're so fit. You know, I view that and I think, I never get that. Why do I never get that? And I will put myself down and I will say, you know, well, maybe I'm just not that good looking. And I know it shouldn't be about looks, and I know it should be more about personality, but when you constantly log on Twitter and you see people having a haircut and they take pictures in their underwear, and people just uploading random selfies saying I look cute and getting so many likes, and you know, you upload one photo and you won't even get 5. It's a bit upsetting, because it's like you do put yourself in that category. You do say, well, because I don't get this many likes, I'm automatically ugly, or because I don't get this many likes, I'm not worthy of having friends or a relationship. And it shouldn't be like that, but that's what I'm struggling with, and that's how I do it. You know, I always go on to social media. It's even like with my YouTube videos. I know someone I know who lives in Cheltenham has a YouTube channel, and he gets about 100 or hundreds, and you know, he uploads it to Facebook and he gets so many comments and everything. And you know, I look at me and I've got like less than 100, and you know, I have had comments from people which are really, really nice. But it's like, because it's on his profile and everyone can see it, I just compare myself to it and think, well, obviously he's better looking than me, so he gets more attention. And you know, yeah. And because I mean, I'm honest, I do appear confident, and I do, sometimes I can appear like I'm bitchy and whatever, but I'm not. I'm really not. I don't have much self-esteem about myself, just because I have been picked on at school. And I think when I went to uni, I started to build that up, because you know, going out every night, meeting loads of new people at uni, that it built up my confidence. And then meeting my ex has sort of shot that. So now I'm back in that position where I was when I was, you know, back living with my parents, very worried about how I look, very, you know, introverted, and that's not how I want to be. And social media is quite a scary place sometimes. It's, you know, you just compare yourself to everyone, and you think, oh, they've got that many likes and I've only got this many likes, so I'm just a munter, which is I know it sounds crude, but you know, pretty much what I think. You know, I always try and, you know, put a nice selfie up and it will never get much attention, and someone literally just wakes up or gets a haircut and they've got their nipples out and they'll get like 500. And I guess, you know, you are going to be confident if you get that. And, you know, if I was to get 500 likes on a Twitter profile picture, I'd be confident. But because I don't, I'm not. And it's just, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. And, you know, I will never upload a picture. I think I uploaded a picture earlier today and it got none, so I just deleted it, because it's, you know, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look, you know, oh, we uploaded a picture and no one likes it, ha ha ha. It just feels like social media, especially Instagram, Twitter, it feels like a competition to get the most likes and to be the most popular. And I'm never going to win. You know, that's not me being depressed. I'm never going to win, because the odds are against me. But it's just a constant battle, you know. It's a constant battle to get more likes, to get more recognition. And it's quite dangerous, because I've uploaded some pictures with random captions, which I wouldn't personally say myself, just to get likes, just to appear a certain type of way online. And it doesn't really achieve anything, because even if I do put a stupid caption on and I get more likes than, you know, I do, I still feel like a dickhead because I wouldn't say that. so I think now I'm just trying to like be as honest, especially with this blog and this YouTube, to just try and be honest, and not appear a type of way. Like yeah, a spade is a spade. Like I I don't really want to come across online like I'm having an amazing life when I'm not, because it's just fake. And I guess that is, some of it is fake, especially with my ex, you know, him telling me that him and his ex didn't have that good relationship. But if you go on their Facebook feed, it's just constant pictures of holidays and nights out and cute weddings together. Um, and that's fake. Um, that's just a facade. But it's still, especially, you know, it may be fake and it may be a facade. But for me, with, you know, struggling with my mental health, it can be fake, but I won't take that. I will think, okay, it's real. He's got so many likes, so many people are commenting on it. He's very popular. He's having a good time. And I will just compare them to me. And it's really unhealthy, because it's very selfish, because you selfishly think about yourself. You don't think about the wider picture. You just think about what's going on in that photo, how many likes it's got and how many comments it's got. When when I think about it, if I go on a night out, I'll put it on my Snapchat story. I won't put an actual Snapchat post or Instagram post, because I'm probably far too drunk to do so anyway. So I forget that actually I've had a night like that. But because this guy on Grindr's got 500 likes on it, I'm like, well, he's obviously better than me, and he has a better time than me and better friends than me. And it's really, really difficult on social media, because you really cannot portray your own feelings. You can't look someone in the eye and say, this is how I feel and this is how it is. So yeah, it's quite difficult, social media. It's a bit of a funny one. I regularly delete Grindr. I regularly delete Tinder. I do take breaks off Facebook and off Twitter, just so I can clear my mind and sort of get my head back on track, because I will, again, like I said, I'll always just compare myself to every other Twitter profile and every other Instagram profile. They've got more likes, so they're better looking than me. They've got more followers, so I'm obviously worth half of them. And it affects me. Like, I'm going to be completely honest, it does affect me, because I look at people and I think, oh, you've got 500 likes and everyone's calling you beautiful and everyone's liking your photos, and then there's me uploading a picture and I get nothing. And I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't need validation online. I should be happy with myself. But it comes to a point when you can validate yourself so much, but when you log onto an app and you have so many of the same thing, it's just shoved in your face. For example, I started to build my confidence up like last week when I deleted Grindr and everything. And then I thought I'd download it again just to see who it was about. And then within the hour, I loaded Twitter, and there were like 5 people with 500 likes going, gay Twitter, all hashtag LGBT, and like so many people saying, you're so cute, let me follow you, let me DM you. And then someone on Grindr said that I wasn't his type. And it's just, and then it put me back. So it's a bit of a funny area, social media, with me at the minute, because I am trying to build up my confidence, but it's a toxic trait I have. I shouldn't do, and I don't want to, but it is something I do. I always look at other people. I always compare myself to other people. It's all about the likes. It's all about the looks. It's all about the high maintenance stuff, and it shouldn't be. But that is how social media affects me. And it isn't nice, but it also makes me sort of go out of my own personality and like becoming a bit of an attention seeker. For example, if I like a guy or whatever, I will constantly post an Instagram story and a Snapchat story just to look good, or to look like I'm doing something, because I think that if I don't, I see people saying, oh, I'm out with my friends, or just been on a date, or just seen a hot guy. and it, you know, it's like they obviously have better lives than I do because, you know, I go to work, come back, go to Fever on a Friday night, be hungover for 2 days straight, then go back to work. And it does open that sort of, just opens that highway of going down it and just being so negative. And it's you know, it's shit. It really is a pile of fucking shit. I hate it. I literally hate it. You know, I always open up and I always see, you know, the same Twitter gays getting likes and likes and likes, and then I just compare them to me. And they're probably nice people, but again, how my mind is working at the minute, I always compare and I always say, well, they're obviously better than me. They always obviously are worth more because they get more likes. And it is quite a dangerous thing to do when you're not feeling 100%. You know, I wouldn't compare. My advice to people, if they are struggling with their mental health, would to just be delete social media for a bit, because you'll just compare, you'll just get jealous, and you'll just start overthinking things, and you shouldn't. I mean, I'm saying this now, which I really should have told myself this. But yeah, I mean, again, sorry I'm rambling. Like I said, with my YouTube channel, I'm not techie, so I can't like edit videos or whatever. I will literally just press record and I'll just say what's on my mind. Because that's the best way. Because if I edit it, I'll edit out something, and knowing my luck, it'll be something important. So I'd rather you just watch me talk shit for half an hour and then take the most important bits from it. I probably repeated myself about 5 million times, but you get the gist. But yeah, so that's really what today's video was about, was just social media and how it's so easy to compare yourself to other profiles. It's not just gay people, it's straight people as well. You know, people getting like 63,000 likes on it, and I try and be funny and send out one and I get one. Which doesn't take away the actual content. You know, it may be a funny tweet, but because I don't get likes, I automatically think it's shit, or it's obviously to do with my looks, or I'm obviously getting ignored on Grindr due to my looks. That one, it's probably true, but with Twitter and Instagram, it's probably not. It's just probably because I'm not reaching a wider audience. I mean, I got like 300 likes on a tweet the other day, and it was about Love Island. So yeah, so my most liked content is about Love Island, which says a lot about me. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about the social media thing. You know, yeah, it's just a case of comparing myself all the time, and feeling like I look ugly and I'm not good looking enough because everyone else gets so many more likes than me, or they get more attention, or they have more followers. Yeah. And I even convinced myself the other day that I wasn't getting that many views on my YouTube videos because I'm not that good looking, and no one wants to see an ugly person spill their feelings. They only want to see someone in a jock strap or someone who's been to the gym. But yeah, that's really it. Because if I hear myself speak for longer, I will probably want to yeet myself off a bridge. So yes. Also, another message, just be kind. If you don't have anything good to say about anyone online, just don't say it. I think there was an incident the other day when I tweeted about Olivia Atwood from The Only Way Is Essex, and someone, I think his name was Tom, tweeted me going, "Oh, she's not going to shag you, mate." And I literally just replied saying, "Why would I want her to shag me when I like men?" And then he was like, "Oh, calm down, you wet flannel. Oh, you're such a wet flannel, mate. Ha 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 ha. It's a joke." Again, no, it wasn't a joke. If you're going to say something bad to someone, and if you don't have anything good to say, just don't say it. Just don't. If someone's not your type, just say they're not your type. Don't be like, "You're ugly, ha ha ha," and block them. Just say, "Look, you're not my type," whatever. And another thing, why is it with gay people, why is it with gay men especially, why is it's all about looks? Like, why is it you know, I just want to make friends right now. I'd love more gay friends, but no gays want to be my friend because apparently I'm not good looking enough. I got told on Grindr when I said that, do you want to come round to mine for a few drinks, come out with my friends? They're like, oh no, you're not really my type. What does that have to do with anything? Like, why can't I go out and have a good time? Why can't I go to the cinema with you? We don't have to shag. But again, it just seems to me, that's again something for another video. I'm not going to get into that because I'll start ranting. But yeah, that's this video done about social media and about just how easy it is to compare yourself to other people. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you're not too bored. I will probably see you. Well, I won't see you because I'm recording and I'm speaking to myself in my room, but hopefully you watch the next video, which should be next week. Don't know the topic yet, can't think of it at the minute, but I'll probably think of it the day before. Cheers.